Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you how I refurbished my first Chanel purchase about 12 years ago as a reward for myself when I made a big career milestone. I used this wallet every single day for a good 5 years until I purchased my next wallet. As you can see, there are signs of wear and tear along the flap over the buckle. Mark on the inside due to pressure onto the leather each time I press onto the buckle, which I feel is unavoidable with usage. As well as some scuff marks on the edges. I did not baby this wallet at all. I knew none wiser on how to look after luxury items back then, and I would be throwing this wallet in a big tote or hobo style bag along with my other items, including keys, ID cards, pens, and what have you. I also didn't know or bother to find out how to store these items properly. Despite all of this, I would say the wallet held up surprisingly well, reflecting the quality of the items by Chanel at that time. Now some would say I am crazy to even think about doing this myself, but hear me out. I recently purchased a new card holder to downsize my long wallets, and I thought it's a bit of waste to have this one and another long wallet now sitting on my shelf. So I approached the local company with intent to sell. However, when I went through the details of where the wallet was showing signs of wear, the company told me it was not worth me going through the consignment, as the cost of repair would make it not profitable for me to sell. I was annoyed at myself for not taking care of my item. I have no intention of selling the wallet anymore, and I thought, much like me mending one of my favorite tops, if I was able to make the scuff marks less visible, the wallet would be revived by new memories and sentimental values that would give me joy whenever I look at it. If I was to take it to a professional, the cost may be too prohibitive, and ultimately I might be too scared to use it again, as the cost of the item would have increased significantly. I am a novice when it comes to reselling luxury items, and it's just too daunting for me, unless I could easily do it by consignment with a company. So here I am, just gently dabbing the paint over the areas where it needs to be repainted. So this corner is now done, and it's actually not too bad considering I am not a professional at all. You really can't tell that I've painted over it, unless you look very closely and know what you're looking for. So now with more confidence I will move on to doing the rest of the wallet, but I will speed run through the video so that I don't bore you with the details. Yeah, so this is after one day of drying. After I've painted the area, so you can see it's really, you can't really tell that I've painted over it. I mean, you could, unless you get up really close to have a, you know, an inspection, which you generally wouldn't be doing. As I said before, I'm not really looking at reselling this, but more so that I can continue to keep this item, and someday, maybe someday, it becomes a lot trendy to wear bigger bags, and that's when I might decide to use a bigger wallet again, or I don't know, maybe, you know, paying by cash is a better way again of doing things. You never know. Now, do I want to paint over this scuff mark on the inside? Look, I'm not really sure, because unlike the color black, I'm not sure whether I can get an exact color match, and really it's on the inside. Again, if I'm not actually trying to resell the wallet out, do I really need to, you know, fix up the inside when this is actually caused by normal wear and tear of, you know, I think how this came about is actually not by, you know, me not looking after my things, although I really don't baby my items. I think it's really because, you know, see that location is directly underneath where the buckle button is. You can see how it's lined up the same area. So I think what happens is when you close the wallet by pressing it like this, you actually just keep on adding pressure to that area, and I think that's actually what causes this scruff mark rather than, you know, me scratching it. I'm just thinking, like, you know, if I don't get the color right, I might make it worse and more obvious. So maybe you guys let me know what you think. You know, should I buy a burgundy color leather ink and test it out at home or not? Please leave your comments down below. I'll be interested to hear from you. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like this type of videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.